You're going to be late.
Hello, my name is Gladdens and this is my sonic assembly project. I'm gonna go through my assembly and the scratch code and play my sounds at the end. So this is my stage, which I created using illustration board and paper. I poked a hole through and you can see the wires coming from down there. They're just threaded through and up through the hole so they can be connected to my objects. I stuck with this comic-like theme. I also added small details like the hurry sign and the window. This is the alligator clip that is connected to Earth, which I'm holding, and the wire is connected to my MacBook next to my setup. This is what it looks like with everything set up and attached to the objects, as well as the wire attaching from Earth to my watch. Here are my 6 objects that are set up. I have my egg, which is in a puddle of water, which makes it conductive. I have my milk, my toothbrush, which I wet with water, a hairbrush, my clock, and also a wet towel. Now I'm going to explain my ideation process. So in the discover phase, I explored about 15 to 20 different objects and I chose 6 of those objects which I thought was gonna fit into a theme. So I started thinking about the concept that I could explore and I came up with a rushed morning routine theme. All of the objects can be associated with a morning routine. I then took my 6 objects and I put them into a mind map to help further develop my ideas and sounds that I could explore. This is where I thought of a rushed morning routine, so I could use sounds that are very fast-paced or overlapping and just chaos going around. Fast-paced sounds can convey the feeling of being rushed and anxious and stressed, which we often feel when we are rushing out the door. So now I'm going to go over my scratch code and what I did for my scratch code background. So this is my scratch code background and I did this in Illustrator after I created my setup in person. I kept that comic look to create the same visual theme throughout. So here are some sounds that are being played in Scratch. I also included sprites for my items. I just copied and pasted them into all of them. And when I click the key that is connected to my object, the object will pop up in my stage. And now I'm going to show you my sounds. So I pretty much downloaded them through free sounds libraries and I imported them into my Scratch. I also recorded some of them through my phone and then cut them and import them into Scratch. I also made use of the cut feature to cut my sounds so then they're all around the same length. So I have 6 items and each item has 3 sounds, one from the environmental, one from the triggered, and one from the metaphorical. And to edit some of my sounds, I use the faster and slower and fade in and out, which is in Scratch. I also made sure to group everything and rename everything so then I know what sound is what.
You're going to be late! You're going to be late! You're going to be late!